got that.
So, we're back. It's us. It's just give up. We want to talk about something here real quick.
It's a PTA. New stuff. I guess the game status or the status of Konami as a company itself.
I guess we want to talk about this because we just had a talk and decided this should be put it on the record. It's kind of like we were just talking about, like what's keeping Konami
take
afloat.
off my backpack.
What's keeping Konami
Have to
afloat,
robe.
And we're talking about what if everyone bailed out of YuGiOh at the same time. Like, of course, this can't happen, but what if everyone bailed out of YuGiOh? And we all kind of agreed on that they would just stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they wouldn't try and get anybody back. They wouldn't try and revamp the game. They would just quit.
Revamp the anime, nothing. They was just
and then so we thought like Magic, it's kind of like they have such a solid fan base. They have like other things they do. Konami makes video games and stuff, but if you're lucky, you have Kojima. But we thought about it, it's bad that we're all sitting down here going, what is Konami doing? The company we are buying this card game from.
We're spending our hard-earned money and time.
Like I hate comparing the YuGiOh to Magic. I really do, but it's one of the only things I can do because it's a card game,
Yeah.
But you sit down and Magic, I don't really question Wizards, It's kind of like when Faithful Forge came out and Magic Origin, they get you kind of hyped. They get you they really kind of give you things, but then Konami, you're
a lot of things.
What the 5 cons of Katia, they're all you can play all of them. They're not awful.
Yeah,
you can play all of them. But then you go to Konami, it's they're releasing something. You're oh my god, why?
Yeah.
Not even in a good way. It's this one could be awful, Drac Impact, or it could be amazing,
Or the naming of the product.
Let's not even get into that.
Yeah,
Lord.
So it's we all kind of think it's bad that we're sitting here that's just not a good sign when you sit here and go.
Your loyal customers basically are bitching about your product.
And actually, we took a second to think why are we loyal customers of
Yeah,
YuGiOh?
that's true.
Perfect question. That should be the name of this podcast.
And it's kind of
demographics are different though. On the back of Magic cards, it says 13 plus, I believe.
I don't have a pack later.
Whereas I believe YuGiOh's 8 plus. Right?
It's a different demographic, but at the same time, you're not really.
I mean, that's bullcrap. It's like a card.
That shouldn't even be not even an excuse. I mean, at the main point, if you go to any if they even want to do a test experiment, send out some field agents, whatever, and go to 20 locals in 20 states or whatever. That's pretty hard to do and pretty expensive, but I'm just saying,
all hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical. They'll notice.
Where is the card shop in Indiana?
Oh, shots. But anyway, they'll notice that freaking majority of 90%, maybe 97% of the people.
I like how you just throw it out.
Yeah, you're
I love how scientific.
You know what you're talking about. You know the exact number.
But okay,
they go out there and they know that majority of the people that are at those locals that they are visiting at that time. Please give us promos if you do this. But anyway, we are all at least let's say 15 years and up. At the very least,
not a lot of young kids play YuGiOh. I'm not saying none. That's wrong to say. A lot of young kids play YuGiOh. A lot of young kids play Magic.
A lot of young kids play Pokemon.
Especially Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying is, I guess I feel like I'm not being treated the same. I play both card games, right? Kind of actively.
But he's a veteran in these card games.
Yeah, so I've been both for a long time, and Wizards always seem to be the more caring
towards their player base.
Yeah, whether the caring producer.
Reprints of modern Masters, where I'm
or just events in general.
Finally trying to get a tournament.
Pre-releases and regionals,
so much better.
So much better.
The Magic pre-releases are always really exciting because I get 2 extra packs after the end of it. I get this really weird thing that they. Thank you, Wizards, for trying. You tried really hard with the Ugin thing.
At least you get something.
Yeah, the Ugin
thing. It was so bad. Yeah. Hellvault was... At least the Hellvault was like a 3D thing. This was just a box. I'm sorry.
I missed that one, so I didn't get to see it.
Oh, really? I loved it.
Yeah, I love
it was a good effort.
I love the little challenge cards. They're high five a fellow Ravnica guild member. It's okay.
But I mean, YuGiOh, they have nothing close to that. Nothing at all.
It's almost like Magic treats it kind of like a game, a for fun, little sport. But when YuGiOh treats it like a business, you go to the release to get your cards and then you leave.
Pretty much.
I mean, the only swag that you get is
the mat, possible
mat, and then the event card. That's it.
True.
There's nothing else.
Yeah,
And it just feels lackluster. And I know Konami doesn't seem to be wanting to change this because it hasn't been failing.
Yeah.
We still go to them.
don't fix
If it's not-
what's not broke. Which that's a bad, terrible business plan. I gotta also wait. Sorry to interrupt you but like this, I like wrestling. I watch WWE, whatever, and that's that's another thing I can like compare this game to because I like both companies the same. But for the same thing, WWE is doing the exact same thing. They're giving us terrible storylines. They're giving us terrible T-shirts. They're practicing terrible, awful, almost sinister business business ventures or whatever you want to say it. Business plans.
It's a fun little word, man.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything. But they're practicing it's just horrible business that they're doing, and yet everyone constantly complains about it. Even when they go to the live events, people are constantly complaining about it, and then they try to censor the audience and everything. They try to censor things on YouTube, just like the government. I mean, that's going to a whole different thing.
Let's not step into the
Yeah,
politics.
let's not even do that. But basically, like businesses, you want to keep your customers.
I feel like that's what like that YuGiOh is almost like kind of a business in that sense. It's kind of like you get your deck to play the game, and then that's about it. I guess like Magic is more like for fun. Like that's wrong to say. It's kind of like all the events, all that stuff. It's much more professional, which is odd to say if YuGiOh is treated more like a business, and Magic is much more professional about what they do.
Well,
you know?
I mean, no, because you could say like those sports into it. Like what was it, League of Legends, whatever. I mean, I don't play personally. I know people who play it, but don't they give you guys like perks and stuff like that just for playing? Don't you guys feel like excited to like go out and play it or like spend some money on it and like spend time on it?
What?
On League of Legends, like
League of Legends.
I mean, the tournament scene is pretty active.
In League of Legends.
Yeah.
Why we compare this to League of Legends?
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
know why.
I'm just saying
this.
It,
You don't feel good about spending money in League of Legends. You don't feel good.
I need to get the new skin.
No. I'm all jokes aside. No, seriously. Like when you go into rank playing League of Legends, you're in another dimension.
God,
I am not
no.
going to talk about it any further than that.
It's so
You go to a League of Legends channel to talk about that. It's a game. It's a different business practice. It's a different business model. We are a card game.
That's
The
scary.
difference between us and League of Legends and like Dota and stuff like that, because we're both free to play. Our game is not free to play. We have to buy our cards to play the game, unless someone gives it to you. In that case, someone else is paying for you, pretty much.
Basically,
You gotta keep that in mind. So it's almost wrong to compare, because like, oh, do you feel good for like spending money on this game? Like, it's different because it's an optional payment. Us, it's a mandatory payment. You must pay money in this game to go anywhere further.
Or you must have money.
You must have a
Yeah.
way to obtain cards, and often enough, it's buying packs, buying on third-party markets.
yeah.
And it's different.
Ripping off little kids.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
But
That's some kind of shit right there.
Of course, we are upstanding citizens.
it's just that, you know. And I'm not saying Magic is any different. It's the same thing. You must spend money
To obtain
on your cards in order to progress through the
Yeah,
game.
just like
Yeah.
card games in general.
Yeah.
and
you
that's
have that
and
money.
it sounds bad. It sounds like, oh, it's like a pay to play that you need to keep playing. But that's the nature of the game.
nature of hobbies in general.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You have to pay to.
You pay to get that train set.
And
Pay
the,
to get that
the
bridge.
only thing is what like card game as a hobby is a hobby that you can kind of like play. Like we collect cards, you collect stamps, but
Yeah.
like we collect cards that we can play with.
Yeah.
You know, like we can
And
play a
interact
game
with other
possibly
people.
win more stuff, whatever. If
if you go that far.
yeah,
you know?
if you
Yeah,
want
if
to.
you're
But then
willing.
you gotta also remember the tournament scene isn't free. You want to go to a
True.
Yeah.
regional?
Mhm.
Was it 20? You dropped 20?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's 20.
Except for it was ALG, it was 25, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
was
that's not sanctioned though.
Yeah, we're not a stage tournament.
extra 5.
But like again, League of Legends, if you're good enough to get through ranked, you pay $0. You can go through the entire game paying no money.
Nice.
You can. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. You can be that good, and then you can just go to tournaments. Of course, that's a different thing because now the tournament seems very clogged. But again, let's drive back to YuGiOh. In order to progress up to YCS, in order to progress up to like Worlds, you need to first fund yourself to get to it.
Basically,
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and it's not even it's not even like, okay, this is the important thing. Like, I hate bringing up League of Legends. Why did you bring up League of Legends? Okay, the important thing is like this: League of Legends changes its game by patching. YuGiOh changes its game by banning.
Yeah.
Magic changes its game by cycling.
Or
Pokemon.
erratas.
same. Yeah.
Or erratas. So when League of Legends patches a character, like, oh man, like, but you can purchase the character in game with in-game money, like a new character, like,
Yeah.
they say your character you can play has been nerfed. Tough luck. So now you gotta find someone new. You can go find someone new. YuGiOh, let's say your deck is banned. Tough luck.
Yeah.
Go buy a new deck.
Your cards are worthless now.